Coming up on this special edition of Fulton Today, we'll take a look at what's on tap for the county in 2016.
The first order of business for Fulton Commissioners will be to tackle the new budget. I'm Priscilla Ortega, and I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, 2016 will be a big year for Fulton's registration and elections team, thanks to major races on the ballot, including the presidential election. We'll tell you what you need to know now. And decisions under the Gold Dome this year could once again impact residents in Fulton County. We'll tell you how. This special edition of Fulton Today starts right now. Welcome to this special edition of Fulton Today. As we usher in the new year, we take a look at what's on tap for Fulton County government and its nearly 1 million residents in 2016. And we will begin as the county commissioners will begin, and that is with the new spending plan. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega is in our assembly hall with this story. Priscilla?
The Board of Commissioners approved a tentative budget. Now that plan includes a number of increases to programs, including crime prevention initiatives for the youth. But there were some cuts as well. Before 2015 came to a close, Fulton Commissioners met for nearly 8 hours before reaching an agreement on the tentative 2016 budget. The plan includes funds to support youth programs for police and the Board of Education.
And it's for both boards of education. It's for the Fulton County Board of Education and the City of Atlanta Education to provide some funding to start some sort of collaborative youth initiatives to address those gaps that have been identified.
There may be a good chance of additional revenue that is available in January, and some of these items that are being proposed to be approved at that time as we adopt the final budget.
The Budget Commission also proposed options for a potential increase in the South Service District millage rate. The increase would fund certain public works and safety projects in unincorporated Fulton County. After all the additions and cuts, the revenues for the tentative general fund budget is more than $623 million. The expenditures are about $622 million. And the reserves fund balance is more than $130 million, which is well above the minimum reserves requirement. Commissioners will again discuss the budget during the first board meeting of the year on January 6th, right here in Assembly Hall. That's where residents can give their input before the budget is approved by the end of January. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Priscilla Ortega.
Thank you very much. The 2016 national and local election will have Fulton's elections team busy all year long. Staff is already preparing for what it believes will be a steady election cycle. There will be local, county, state, and national races on the ballots. Here are the early key dates. Now, February 1st is the voter registration deadline. March 1st is the presidential primary. The primary for county races is May 24th.
What I'd like to see is for voters, 60 to 70% of the people that are going to turn out to vote early rather than on election day. We can take care of problems easier during early voting, and the lines are usually much more manageable for us. We can get voters in and out quicker. So early voting is a key component to successful elections.
To get information on this year's election cycle or voter registration details, you can visit the county's or Secretary of State's elections websites. Fulton's land planners will begin the public rollout of the county's comprehensive plan in 2016. Now, this process will include a series of meetings beginning in January where residents will be able to give their input. Shayla Reed is the county's newest planner. Welcome to Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thank you for having me.
So first things first, what is the comprehensive plan and why is it needed?
A comprehensive plan is a long-range planning tool that communities use for a 20-year process. It's mandated by the state and it's required to have a 5-year update.
And Shayla, is this plan for the entire Fulton County area?
No, actually it's only for unincorporated Fulton County. Since the comprehensive plan is a document that's used to guide new development and establish land use policies, this document is only appropriate for the unincorporated Fulton County area. However, other municipalities within Fulton County has the same requirements to create and adopt their own separate comprehensive plans.
And what is the timeline for completion?
The timeline for completion of this document is to be created and adopted by October 31st, 2016.
And finally, Shayla, how can citizens become a part of this process?
Citizens may become involved by visiting our website at www.fultoncountyga.gov. There, they'll be able to understand upcoming meetings and workshops that we'll have. We have a few set for January and March, so we encourage you to visit our website to gain more information.
Shayla Reed, Fulton County's newest planner, welcome to the county. Happy holidays, and thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Shayla welcomes the public to contact her directly if there are any questions. Here's her phone number and email address right there on the screen. Now, depending on what happens under the Gold Dome could determine whether or not county planners will have to go back to the drawing board. When the Georgia General Assembly resumes, legislation could once again be debated on whether South Fulton residents will get an opportunity to vote on cityhood. That issue, along with a list of others, will get the attention of Fulton commissioners. Its legislative team has been working on the board's legislative agenda based on the board's priorities.
We're very excited about a productive session in 2016. We have an excellent lobbying team for Fulton County. Our Board of Commissioners works very effectively together, and we're excited about presenting Fulton County's new strategic direction.
Now, again, some of the items on the board's agenda include legislation about justice reform, public health service delivery, 911 funding, and annexation law changes, just to name a few. Lawmakers will go back to work at the state capitol on January 11th. With a new year comes a new approach by Fulton County law enforcement about how they will train their workforce when it comes to an active shooter in one of their facilities.
And unfortunately, you need to be prepared for the worst.
Fulton's police chief has asked all county employees to view this video titled Run, Hide, and Fight. The video gives practical recommendations on how large groups should respond in the case of an active shooter.
We need to be prepared, whether it's from an attack from an unbalanced person or from a lone wolf or concerted terrorist attack. We as citizens need to be prepared, no matter where we're at, of what we should do to best survive that situation.
Fulton Police will work with the Atlanta Fulton Emergency Management Agency to train its floor leaders. Fulton has had mass evacuation drills at the county government center, the courthouse, and the jail. Police say planning for an active shooter is totally different from these drills. And when we come back, Fulton commissioners look ahead to 2016. We'll tell you what they have to say in our district by district coverage next. Fulton commissioners have some ideas about what they would like to see happen in 2016. Here they are in this week's district by district coverage.
And during the balance of the year, we've been working in a very collegiate way, transforming in a very, very positive way Fulton County government in terms of 6 strategic focus areas. And as we are on the horizon of 2016, we're closing out 2015, I think, in a very, very positive way.
And as we look forward to 2016, I wish you health, happiness, and prosperity in the new year.
In 2016, what I'm really looking forward to is seeing these new department heads and the new leadership teams and all the employees that have been here for a long period of time begin to assimilate and begin to take hold of a lot of the initiatives which we've promulgated and pushed, and really to see the impact they're going to have on our citizens. We've got a great team of folks, and I'm just really excited to see the work that they're going to do in 2016 and the positive impact it's going to have on all our citizens.
As we look ahead to 2016, I think we're going to try very hard in Fulton County to continue the efforts we've made to encourage the trust, restoring trust in Fulton County government throughout this county. I think 2016 is going to be a year where we continue our focus on customer service, and I think we're going to have a very successful 2016. I hope that we will also do a little bit more about reducing some taxes for the good folks in Fulton County. That's my hope and wish for 2016.
I've always deemed myself the health commissioner, personally advocating for the holistic approach to health that includes physical, mental, spiritual, and economic health. In the upcoming year, I hope to continue my advocacy for healthy communities throughout Fulton County. Thank you so much for your continued support.
Sometimes you have to be a maverick because you stand on principles and not preconceived notions or political agendas. The only agenda I have is the agenda of the citizens, the people, the residents of Fulton County, and the residents of District 5. Being a servant leader means that with the platform you are given, you will give volume to the voices of the residents, and that is exactly what I intend to do.
I am so pleased and privileged and blessed to have an opportunity to say Happy New Year to all of the residents of District 6 and all of the people of Fulton County. We still believe, and we will continue to move forward together to reach that beloved community, environmentally safe, economically strong, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioners, and Happy New Year to you all. Still to come on Fulton Today, what new changes and programs are on the health horizon? We'll take a look when we come back. Well, it's a big time for transition in the Health Services Department, including a number of new changes. FGTV's Lynn Vaughn has our story.
Interim Director Dr. David Sarno has laid out several goals for the Health Department as he starts his first full year on the job.
One of the key things we need to do as we're coming out of budget season is to start looking at the efficiency of the programs that we have, to figure out how we can do the best job with the resources that we have in hand.
Dr. Sarno says he will enhance programs to be in line with the county's strategic goal of all people are healthy, and will focus on health education and prevention.
Rather than just being a treatment, I want to be able to outreach more and help people create healthier lifestyles.
The county will also continue to have a major push to end the HIV epidemic. The department is working on a strategy to put newly diagnosed HIV clients into care within days. County clinics are also expected to start practicing what's called opt-out HIV testing. That means adult clients will be offered an HIV test when they come in for any service. They can decline, and that's okay, but the option will be available to them. Dr. Sarno says he will also concentrate on preparing for emergencies.
I think emergency preparedness is going to be a big focus for 2016, to look at how we are prepared from a public health medical standpoint for emergencies, whether it be an outbreak of a novel flu virus or, the previous year's scares about Ebola or anything like that, or even going back 10 years to worrying about anthrax, but to make sure that our emergency preparedness plans are in line.
Dr. Sarno says the programs and services will be adjusted in order to bring the most benefit to Fulton County. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Lynn Vaughn.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Now, this year, the county's Aging and Youth Department will put in place its 5 strategic priority plan. After months of planning and community input, the Director of Aging and Youth has a lot of goals. The department wants to increase programs that address the needs of the most vulnerable seniors and youth.
So our opportunity here is to ensure that we identify those with different types of disabilities and ensure that they get the appropriate screenings as well as interventions. With seniors, is to ensure that we identify them and connect them with the necessary resources in the community.
Other goals include improving relationships across generations, maintaining quality customer service, increase partnerships, and better promote a productive and healthy future.
We really want to ensure that we have an agency that is well respected in the community. And to be able to do that, we have to make sure we're partnering with national organizations that will enable us to get the necessary accreditation to hold ourselves to a higher standard. And so we will be doing that next year.
The Aging and Youth Department also looks forward to partnering with new vendors who will provide home health and home repair services to seniors. Switching gears now to our cooperative extension team, they plan to expand programs to improve the health and nutrition of all residents. The web-based fitness tracking program, Walk Georgia, will be revamped this year. It will also have a special kickoff celebration at a Hawks basketball game at Phillips Arena. The director of Cooperative Extension says they hired new agents, so additional new programs are in the works.
Well, we have some new people in our offices that have new ideas, and we'll have some other programs, of course, nutrition education programs, plant and soil diagnostics, and more community gardens throughout the county.
Extension agents are also working to make the popular Fulton Fresh Mobile Farmers Market a little different, with even more produce to give away. And still to come, an even busier concert series is on tap for the Wolf Creek Amphitheater in 2016. We'll tell you about it. Stay with us. Good news to share. More new and renovated libraries will be opening in 2016. The new Southeast Atlanta Library is expected to open this year, and the newly renovated branches of the Auburn Avenue Research Library on African American culture and history and the South Fulton Library are also expected to reopen. The library system will also start phase 2 of the library building project, which will include renovations of the remaining 23 libraries, and patrons will also be able to continue to enjoy the various services at all of the branches.
We will continue with our eCampus suite of databases, which allow people to take classes for free, as well as SAT prep for students and others. We will continue our Books for Babies program. We have all of our other online databases through Galileo and other online programming, which includes Hoopla, which streams movies as well as music.
The library system hosts more than 100 programs at the various branches each month. Expect to see more new and improved equipment at our county parks this year. The final budget will help to determine what new enhancements will be on tap for the Parks and Recreations Department.
We are looking forward, however, to definitely putting in some additional new playgrounds. Many of our citizens are probably aware that we did 6 new playgrounds this year. We also hope to be able to refinish some tennis courts and do some other things, but we're certainly looking forward to making improvements in 2016.
The Parks and Recreations Department is also looking at partnering with other organizations like it did with the Hawks Foundation. The department will also focus on continuing to improve customer service. Management at Wolf Creek Amphitheater is giving us a sneak peek at what concert goers can expect in 2016. Entertainment manager Sandy Pogue says because jazz concerts were such a hit in 2015, they are putting together a 3-day Wolf Creek Jazz Festival over the Labor Day weekend. The finalization of other concerts for the 2016 season are still in the works, but a partial lineup is expected to be released in February. Over 100 artists are expected to take the stage this year. As far as art centers in the Arts and Culture Department, residents can expect another year of classes and performances and, of course, services.
In 2016, residents can look forward to camps, classes, arts entertainment, cultural activities, stage performances, theater, drama, acting, and the visual arts, as well as public art and opportunities for nonprofit organizations to apply to our Contracts for Services program.
The year starts off with a kickoff of winter arts classes on January 5th. As we wrap up this special edition of Fulton Today, we still invite you to connect with us online. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and of course watch us anytime on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this special edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County. Happy New Year, everybody.